Hey, everybody. Welcome to Making Connections. This is your girl, Aly. I hope everybody is doing well. You see our guest there, Felonious Funk. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
Good. Well, welcome to the show. You guys know we are here every Saturday at 12 noon and every Monday at 2 p.m. Make sure you go to our Facebook page, like the page, turn on your notifications so you can get notified when we go live with these amazing guests. And so you saw the flyers there. We always try to promote, what's going on in the community, let people know what's happening, in case you need help or in case, you feel like you need to help somebody. So you can always play a part, right? So, Thelonious, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there, you know.
Yeah, I hear you. I
Just
hear
doing
you.
it.
Well, welcome to the show. We tell everybody first time, of course, you're a visitor. We let you get away with a few things, but then after
Uh,
that, you just family.
okay, okay.
And so, since this is your first time on the show, I want to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself, and then we'll get into the interview.
Well, hello. My name is Felonious Funk. I am a music producer slash singer slash kind of rapper slash composer, arranger, and I'm 1/5 of Symphonic Phoenix Force (SPF), based out of Tampa, Florida. Uh, yeah, I do music.
Yeah,
If you
yes,
didn't
you
know that.
do.
If you didn't know.
You come to almost every aspect of it. Do you play instruments?
Piano, drums, percussion.
Of
I
course.
started off in trombone back in middle school, and then I branched off to trumpet, and then a little bit of tuba, and then rest of drums and all that stuff. But yeah,
Awesome, awesome. So, when did you first, realize that music was something? I mean, we all like listen to music, had our little, what do they call, oh gosh, the little block parties and all that kind of stuff, and we love music. But when did you know music was going to be a very integral part of your life? Like that's really what you wanted to do?
uh, in hmm, in high school, because I started, like regular beat makers, banging on tables and desks, making beats for everybody to freestyle to, whatever. And I was in a band, but I really didn't want to do the whole band thing. I just wanted to make beats. So I was like, you know what? Let me see what is really out there, after graduating and whatnot. And, cause I also wanted to go to college too. But after the whole, after my first degree, I was like, I really don't want to do this. Let me really get into music. And then I, went down south and went to school for music. And then, yeah, kind of linked up with people, and that's how I got to the music, the music game. Just connections and all that. But
Mm,
yeah,
cool. It just reminded me. I don't even really remember the full story, but I was thinking about something I shared before about there was a child in school, and all the teachers he used to get on their nerves, beating on the table and stuff like that. And
yeah,
I mean, they would, sometimes we label you as like you just not paying attention, and we want to get at you. But
mhm.
this one teacher was like brought him up to his desk or told him to stay after school or something, and he gave him some drumsticks, and he said, "I think you might be a drummer." And so, he started developing from there. But somebody saw that gift in him. Was it like that for you? Did somebody be like, "Hey, you're good at this, and you need to look into this"?
uh, funny thing, back in high school, instead of doing book reports, I asked my teacher if I could like make songs about like about the topics we had to do.
Hey.
For instance, it was like social studies, and we had to like write about a country or something. So like, back in the day, I mean, I really didn't have much. Like, I bought my first keyboard, from cutting grass the whole summer, saving up. Bought my first keyboard. I used my grandmother's old tape player, and I just bought a little mini like boom box. So I had to, like record the drums and like separate instruments into
Mm-hmm.
this little cassette tape, and I had to like compile all that together to a single set tape on my grandma's old um, tape player. And so I'm coming into school with this like little cassette tape of just like fade in, fade out beat. And I just write these little rhymes or whatever. And the teacher's like, I'll give you a B plus for creativity. Like you kind of didn't follow the instructions, but you know what? It was creative, so pass.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. Fine. So yeah,
And that's it. Sometimes you just gotta let, people be creative the way they can be creative, because
exactly.
that report meant more to you doing it that way than
Yeah,
sitting down trying to write it and read it and put footnotes and all that stuff.
exactly.
That's cool though.
Hmm.
But somebody's probably listening to this and being like, he put it on a what? A tape what?
Right, right. Yeah, I'm that old. Yeah,
Oh yes, we used to wind them back.
exactly. Yeah.
You ain't gonna mess up. No, we're gonna wind you back. You gonna play today. So how long
Exactly.
have you been part of SPF, Symphonic Phoenix Force?
It's going on 7 years now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So how did you guys link up?
College in Florida. I met with Lord Zay, and we just happened to be in class, and he had some like X-Men book bag or something, and I was like, "Yo, I love X-Men. I love the comics and all that." And
Mm-hmm.
we just got to talking, and he was like, and we both did music, both in music school. So I was like, "Yo, we should do a project together." And after that, like it was kind of just history. After that, a years later, we went on with the other members of the group, and we all just linked up, and boom, SPF. And
Awesome,
it's been
awesome,
cool ever since.
cool. So do you guys do a lot of local gigs, or do you travel a lot?
Both, like pre-COVID, we was traveling
Well,
like
yeah.
a lot. We was traveling a lot, especially around the South. Uh, and we did a few locals here and there, but we mostly did out of town, out of state, like conventions and festivals and stuff like that. But yeah, we got around a little bit.
Cool, cool. And so when you guys are putting, say, a song together, just kind of take me through the process. Like, what happens? Like, somebody has an idea, then somebody puts some beats to it. How does that work?
Usually, I will play just random beats and whatever catches whoever's eye. We just say something here and there, and then we start right, and then if it comes out with something, cool. But if not, we're just going to the next one. Like it's
Okay.
just a big brainstorm, really.
So you
And
don't.
if we have,
I don't want to say waste time, but you don't really, you're like, if you're not feeling it, you just be like, okay, this maybe we'll get back to this later. Let's move on to something else.
yeah,
Okay. And with the show, it doesn't matter, what guest I have on or what, venture or avenue that their life has taken them. I like to try to make it relate to everybody.
right,
So
right.
there are some probably times, like you were just saying, where it's just not working out. It doesn't seem like it's coming together. But you guys don't just get frustrated and say, well, we ain't singing anymore. You don't do that, right?
No, 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 no.
Why not?
If we are frustrated with something, like if it's song like music related, and we're frustrated with it, like we might put it on the back burner for I don't know, like maybe like a skit or something, or we might pass the beat on to somebody else, and
Mhm.
and hey, we might be the featured guest on that song for them. So like we try to use everything that we don't use, in some way, shape, or form. So it's really
Oh,
never a waste of time.
see, So I hope somebody's listening to that. I mean, sometimes you just have to realize some things are not for you, but you might hear a sound and be like, I think this person can, can make this come to life, right?
Exactly.
And so
Exactly.
I think, a lot of times people are so frustrated. I hear a lot of people say they're just frustrated or they don't know what their purpose is or they don't know, what they're supposed to be doing or what they're good at. You know, again, why music opposed to something else? Because I'm sure you're good at other things, but what led you down this path?
Uh, Music is definitely my happy place. It has gotten me through a lot of tough times
Mhm.
of past and recent. So it was just always there, and it just puts me in that space where it's just like if I'm frustrated with something or just something's very overwhelming, like I consistently have songs in my head, like it just never stops. Like my brain is Spotify, so it's just like I just think of something, think of a song, whatever, and I'm just cool with it. And when I'm thinking about that, it just like keeps me level headed, and then
Mhm.
I just like think and I'm just ready to go. Like it just doesn't like whatever was bothering me, it doesn't bother me anymore because I'm just like I'm just there. I'm ready to go.
I just put it in this beat, so I'm good now.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, good. That's one thing about music. Music will. I mean, there's so many different types. You can use music to get you going, get you up in the morning. Those people don't like to get up. Once they turn the music up, they get up, help you clean your house.
Right.
And then, I mean, then those moments when you just are sad or whatever is kind of bringing you down, it can soothe your soul. Music is amazing.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a miracle.
That's a good word for it because it really is.
Yeah.
And I mean, and it truly is universal because you think about like the first time I heard when Michael Jackson was going overseas, I was like, well, what's he gonna do? He know how to speak Chinese? How they gonna know what he's But they loved him and they
Right.
just vibe with him, right?
Exactly.
It like breaks barriers.
It's a beautiful thing for sure.
So what's your favorite type of music or do you guys play, what kind of like let me see, what kind of music do you all play?
We mainly do hip hop and R&B, but we are kind of well, I don't say dedicated, but we specifically do nerdcore music.
What
Was
core?
nerdcore was
Okay.
nerdcore? You might ask. So we is pretty much do songs about nerdy things such as comic books, cartoons, science fiction, mathematics, anime, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Well, I think you should tell us about the song that we're going to hear right now, and so we'll know what this is about.
This song is called Rarest Vibes. It is with me and a very dope artist named A Game. Uh, we just like, hey, we need something fun, and the beat kind of sounds like the whole song kind of sounds like a Coca-Cola commercial back in the day. So he's
Mhm.
like, yo, let's just get this vibe, like which is very rare. So rarest vibes.
There you go.
So yeah, it's really fun joint what we did.
Okay. And so is this? I know you gave the young man's name, but so it's not SPF. It's you and who's
A Game.
A game. Okay,
A
okay.
Game.
All right, y'all. Hold on. We're gonna listen to this song, and we'll be right back.
Yep.
Vibes don't lie, and neither do I. The way I rhyme on a microphone is something divine. I get by at the moment, but I'm hoping to shine soon. Cause I'm gonna make it, it's a matter of time. But I'm impatient, I'll be waiting to eagerly go get it. That's why every opportunity, truly I go with it. If it ain't home recorded, it's no more rap to use, no fiction, no limit to where I'ma take it. I'm a no minutes boy, waking up this morning, got my family with me. My girl woke me up with she wet like cannonball speed. My damn kids ain't cleaning up their room, but it's cool. I head downstairs for food and make it do what I do. From touring all over the country to the class. maybes, yes. I got no time for shadiness. All them nights by my loneliness. Why you think I became like this? I got the rarest vibes. Na, 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 na. I got the rarest vibes. Ay, na, 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 na. I got the rarest.
Hey, hey, everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed that. That was called Rarest Vibes from Felonious Funk and A Game. So, where can they get that if they want to download, buy it?
It is everywhere, like Amazon, iTunes, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Spotify. You can listen to it anywhere. It's out there.
Is it on Apple Music for the
Yes,
iPhone
it is.
users?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'm just saying that, y'all, because we was having this conversation about between Androids and iPhone before the show started.
I mean, don't get me wrong. iPhones are great. Like that is a very powerful machine. However, I cannot afford that right now, so stick with the Android.
They are crazy, but I like Androids. It took me a while to switch over. So, tell us more about, you're a music producer. You know, what does that mean? We hear terms a lot of times, but, unless we're in that world, we don't really know what that means. So, what does that mean?
A music producer, like I, well, of course, make beats, but also do engineering as well, as far as like fixing the sound, fixing how it needs to be sound, and like putting in the plugins, putting in the effects, and also uh, help like produce the artists and how they should sound on the track,
Mm.
and like kind of like direct them on how to like really I guess sing or rap on the track. So I guess that's kind of the producer, also kind of like the arranger, I guess too. But
Hmm.
I put all that in the producers anyways. It's just like I do all
Right.
that. So to do all that anyways. Yeah.
Cool. So, even though, you were doing this in college and stuff like that, but like, I'm sure from when you started to now, you your skills are so magnified from then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, what was it like producing your first song though? Like, how did it go? Were you frustrated? Did it flow well? Did you have somebody there helping you along the way?
Uh, as far as like producing my like first song when I got
Mhm.
like really into it, I mean it was okay. I mean, it was definitely whack compared to now, but I mean, I've heard worse. So, but like, it wasn't nerve wracking because it was something that I really wanted to do,
Mhm.
and I knew that I was going to make mistakes, and I still make them now. But at least I learn from them, and I apply what happened, whatever I apply to the now. So, I mean, it's I really can't hate what I do because I do it all the time.
Mhm.
So I just, and even if I make a whack beat, it doesn't matter because like it's done. Like I made it. It's not like some process thing. I made it from scratch. So
Mhm. Mhm.
it's still my baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a
So
good
like
point though. Like you said, even if it's not your best, but the thing about it is, that's the thing about everything that we do. Sometimes, we do make mistakes. Sometimes we
yeah,
don't get it right, or sometimes, we produce something and then we can go back and look at it and be like, I should have turned left here, or I should have really projected my voice here. You know, that's life. We can
yeah,
look back and be
exactly.
like, good Lord, I should have done this, or I shouldn't have done this. I should have hooked up with this person to make this happen and left this person out. But that's part of life, right?
Right. Exactly.
And I like what you said. You learn from it, and you're like, okay, but you keep going, you keep improving, and that's what you have to do. You can't improve if if you already think you're perfect, right?
Exactly.
So when you have a new artist that comes in and you're like you're saying, trying to, teach them how to sing or rap on the song, like what do you tell them, to encourage them, or how do you direct them?
Uh, I I just yell at them and say do better. No, but
Okay, okay.
no,
You're that kind of director.
it's um I just have them, first of all, like, since I'm a singer as well, we definitely go through the whole, warm up routines, and we just try to relax, because when we first get in the booth, we're just so tense because, or we're so nervous that we're gonna mess up and we're not gonna get the lyrics right and blah blah blah. I'm just like, yo, this is what we do, and this is what we love to do. So we have to relax, get, like, shake it off. You know what I'm saying? Do a couple stretches here and there, and then from that point on, it's like it's kind of like smooth sailing, because even if they don't get the lyrics right, they still have their vocal arrangement on point, their throats on point, and that's where we have takes as well. So we'll have like 2 or 3 good takes, and then we just keep stuff moving.
Cool, cool. Because I'm trying to, if somebody's out there and they're listening, they've been thinking about, going into, music, being a producer, or, just they just want to be around it. Don't even really know what they want to do, but they just love music. They love being around it. You know,
Right.
just want to encourage them to take a leap of faith, right?
Yeah. Please do. If you really want to do something, go for it. by any means. Like, if you're really down to do it, just do it. Like, don't hesitate.
And why do you say that?
Because when you hesitate, that's when all the regrets come in. And when you linger on, and the regrets is really like part of the past that you really don't need to go after. It's like, it's all about the now. Like, you're here now. So
Mhm.
whatever you love to do, like now, like, just go for it. Because we're not here forever.
True.
So, and I mean, and a lot of things are going on right now, with the whole COVID thing and all that stuff. But if you're still here, like, you're still healthy, go for what you really want to do. You know, Simple as
That,
that.
does that mean any age, any stage of life?
Any age, any state of life, like, seriously, yeah,
And
anybody can do this.
and again, that's with anybody, whether you want to make music, whether you want to write a book, whether you want to start a
Exactly,
business, whether you want to open a
exactly,
bakery, if you want to do pottery, artwork, whatever it is, because there are so many things out there in life, right? And
exactly.
so one thing I like to ask people is like, okay, all the artists that were already out there making music, why did you think, well, I'm still going to put mine out there?
Because there's an audience for everybody out there. There's always somebody looking out at your stuff. Because at first, when I started this, I was in like my mid 20s, so I was like, I'm already like kind of old compared to like the teenagers that are already out there making money. So I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna do it anyways. So, and I'm here now, still doing it and still linking up with people, still getting plays and whatnot. And yeah, I'm in my 30s, so it's like I
Yeah,
like yeah, they say I'm old, and it's whatever, but I still like to do what I like to do, and I still love it.
right.
I'm still getting paid for it, and so I'm
That
supposed to be
part.
doing something, right?
That part
and
right
people
there.
are still listening to it, even when like even when I try to compare myself to the new producers now. It's like, it really doesn't matter, because people like their stuff for what it is that's out today, like whatever. But other people, but not everybody likes that new stuff. People like
Hmm.
older stuff. People like
Hmm.
alternative stuff. So it's like, there's a market out there for everything. So whatever you like to do, whatever your style is, put it out there, because somebody's gonna listen to it. Somebody's gonna look at it. somebody's gonna like it.
There you have it, right there.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter that there's 10 bakeries in your city.
right.
They don't bake like you do, or they
Exactly.
might not have the personality that you have.
Exactly.
Because there's places that make good food, but I don't go there because the personalities of the servers and the people who own it are not very
Mhm.
nice. And so I don't choose to go there. So it doesn't matter if somebody else has already done it. They can't do it like you.
Exactly.
That is it. I love that. I love that. And the fact that there's an audience for everybody. Some people, and your audience might not be as large as somebody else's audience, but these people love you and these people support you. So show up for
Exactly.
those people, right?
That's right. Build that core audience. That's what matters. You know.
Yeah, because you never know who's in that core audience.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what else is it that, I mean, there's like so many parts to it and everything like that, but tell me some more about what Felonious Funk, SPF, A Game, what y'all got going on? What's coming up next?
Uh, well, I'm working on a few things with other few artists. Um, Next year we will start on another SPF album. If you haven't checked out the first album, it's called Art of Fusion. It is very, very nice album. You should go check that out. That's everywhere as well. Um, we're also working on solo projects as well with the group. For instance, Swag Switcher, he is one of the members of SPF, and Modest Mind. They both did a EP together called Parody that is out everywhere, and it is a very good piece of work. I mean, it might be a little bit better than mine, but we'll just.
It might be
But it's good. It's good. It's like it might be a little bit better than mine, but
oh,
I mean, you know, it's good. It's good.
we all out there, so
Right. But it's
that's
good.
that's all that matters. Because you out there, they out there. Hey,
Mhm.
everything's good.
Yeah.
These names, though, okay, Felonious Funk.
I can give you the whole roster because there's me, there's Swag Switcher, Lord Zay, Siren Seraph, and Modest Mind.
Now, what was before Modest Mind?
Modest Mind.
No, Cyrus. What was
Oh,
it?
Siren Seraph.
Cyrus.
Siren Seraph.
Okay.
Then,
Is
then
that
there's then there's Swag Switcher,
okay?
and then Lord Zay.
Okay, okay. What do y'all come up with these names? I mean, I'm sure they all have meaning, right? What is this? What is it?
I mean, well, with my name, okay, so if you don't know, it's a playoff of Thelonious Monk, very legendary jazz musician.
Okay.
And I used his name because back in college, I did a report on him, and one of his quotes got me, and he said, "It really doesn't matter what I do, what awards I get, whatever acknowledgments I get. I love music, and I'm just do it." And so that took to heart with me. And the funk part, that's from back in my childhood. So I used to play video games while listening to my mom's old records or her
Mm-hmm.
old funk records. So
Mm-hmm.
like I was playing like the Super Nintendo, like Super Mario World, while I was listening to, LTD and Gap Band.
Yes.
So like that kind of just stuck with me. And so like I just put that into the name, Felonious
Okay.
Funk.
Cool. I love that. That was gonna be one of my next questions. Though, like, who are some of the people that are artists that inspired you, or that you always listen to, or
Uh, so one is Jay Dilla. then the Neptunes, Flying Lotus, Stevie Wonder, uh, Quincy Jones. Oh man, there's a lot.
Yeah, that time it was a whole lot, right?
Yeah. This is my top five, interchangeable top five.
Cool, cool. I love it. Awesome. So do you see yourself doing this for the rest of your life? Like, and I mean, and you probably do, but what is there like something that you want to achieve with your music or like another level you want to get to that you're working on?
I definitely want to, own a legit studio for sure, and work with like a lot of artists that are like already established,
Mm.
and even mainstream artists, like some of them. But but yeah, like I definitely want to try to make more money with this because I don't like to see like retirement as far as like being too old to make music, because I definitely want to do this for the rest of my life. Even when I'm old and gray, can't walk, I would definitely make music for the rest of my life.
Cool.
Even when there's nothing left, I keep doing this.
Gotcha, gotcha. So talking about the new artists, like if somebody came in and they wanted to work with you, like what are some of the things that you prep them on or, get them to look out for, like as they're building their brand, as they're launching their music? I mean, do you help them tweak their sound? And if so, how do you do that?
Hmm. I Good question. I usually tell them, okay, it's fine to, be like this artist, be like that type of artist, but still have some kind of way to stand out from the rest of them, because it's easy to sound, like everybody else. And
Right.
it's very oversaturated. I get it. However, if you really want like that kind of attention that you want, you have to stand out and, be a little different,
Hmm.
like have some kind of substance within your work. Don't just be the whole generic, like everybody else on
Right.
the radio. You have to
Right.
have like
Right.
you have to have something.
And I think with that too, just like again, talking about life, I think a lot of times when we see somebody who has made it, somebody who's doing is popular or people navigate to them, we just start trying to mimic them. Now it's good to, take the good parts and learn from them, but
Right.
we still have to put our authenticity to it, correct?
Exactly.
Because sometimes then you start mimicking them and then you're not getting the same response and you're like, well, what's up with that?
Like, because you sound like that guy or this guy. Like, you have to have your own spin on whatever you
Yeah,
do.
absolutely. That's it. Because I can get this anywhere. I don't have to drive 2 hours to
Right.
come see you when I can see this down the street. You got to have something that draws the people to you. Whether it's, I mean, because I mean, let's think about it. You think about like Prince. I mean, oh my gosh, that's a show you would drive to go see. That's a show
Yeah.
you would pay money to go see because he's gonna take you somewhere. He's gonna
Exactly.
bring you through those emotions, and when he sings a song, you're gonna start thinking about your first boo or your first loss, you tore your car up, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you
Right.
have.
Right.
I think it's about relating to people, right?
Exactly. Always about that. Gotta
Awesome.
have them. Gotta feel it. Gotta have them feel you for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And so, is it vulnerable sometimes when you're making music and writing stuff? You'd be like, "Do I want to tell people?"
um, I don't know, because like I'm mostly making beats, so
Mm,
I guess when it comes to the artists, it's like I should have had them tap into whatever song they're trying to do. I should have had them tap into like that point in time where they decided they wanted to do that kind of song.
Mm.
So so say like if they want to do something like deep or whatever, like I'll say, hey, what made like like what was that first like deep thing that you thought about, or like what happened in your past that made you like feel this way to do this song. So
Right.
I mean, even with that, like we'll take like a couple minutes, just think about it, write stuff down, and then we get in the booth and do our thing. Because like, we definitely want that authenticity to the track.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Cause I mean, I just think of so many different artists, and they're amazing, and how they you feel like, did they notice? Was they here at my house when all that happened?
It can be like that
Did
sometimes,
somebody
yeah.
call them and tell them my story? And so I think that honestly, music is something that truly is amazing. So, tell us something more about either your band or your journey, or, anything you want to share with our audience that I may not have thought about.
uh, hmm. I mean, SPF out of out of Tampa. We'll try to do some shows in the next couple months around Miami and Orlando, and hopefully you can see y'all out there, and hopefully we could be there because yeah,
Yeah,
COVID times.
right.
But yeah, but it's locked in, so we'll try to be there. But yeah, try to follow us. I mean, we're kind of everywhere. We have a Twitch channel, Phoenix Force underscore TV. We're pretty much on there every night doing something different. Like like one night we'll play video games. Next night we'll write music. One night we'll study on some stuff or whatever. But yeah, we always got something new going on Twitch.
And it's a what channel?
It's Phoenix Force underscore TV.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm gonna check that out. Be
Yeah.
like, what y'all doing? What y'all doing?
Yeah, we're always doing
uh,
something.
oh, that's cool. Well, I just feel like, well, before I go into that, have you guys done any virtual like concerts or anything like that?
Yes, on on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
we yeah, we did a Do Better. It was called the Do Better Festival, and it was it was kind of a charity kind of event, and we did a live stream of that. Um, the past couple streams we've done, we performed at in different places in Florida. So like it was so the last one we performed at Lord Zay's Miles Backyard. The one before that we did it. Oh man, it was in like some random field. We just having to set up and there it was. Uh, so yeah, we try to do like something different if we have to do a live stream.
Uh-huh.
You know, just to be out there, just to be different.
Uh-huh.
Instead of just sitting at home, recording. Like we
Right.
sang.
Okay, now how y'all set up in a field? Y'all need some electricity, all that stuff. How'd that work?
uh, we we had this like this like kind of power adapter we hooked
Oh,
from
okay.
the truck, and then we brought out the board and all these cables and a decent amount of like battery life for all this to work. So like we only had like a couple takes and we just ran with it.
Oh my gosh. That is
Yeah,
hilarious.
but
That's
we made it
what
happen.
that's what you call making it happen. Exactly. That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say. But again, that shows, you're passionate about it. You're like, okay, we can work from the field. We
yeah.
got this. We got everything we need. I love it. I love it. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we will be right back. And you can tell everybody again how they can follow you And just be thinking about, I usually ask my guests to either leave some last words of wisdom or encouragement or what have you. So just be thinking about that, and we'll be right back, okay? And so
All
we're
right.
going to see a commercial from Project 70 Forward. They are always in the community. They're always trying to help people, people with disabilities. I mean, they are truly in the community, help feed. And so they have a project going on, and you are welcome to invite them to your church, to your organization. But it's a group of youth who are with Judith Elise Brown is the creator of the organization. And so listen to this video and we'll have the Making Connections commercial and we'll be right back.
But that thread on Twitter really, really, solidified it in my mind. Hey, I need to, go ahead and get this vaccine. I'm not trying to experience any of this. In terms of the vaccine, I was able to hop in on a couple of different Instagram and Facebook lives about some different doctors, particularly black doctors, breaking down and explaining what the vaccine was, how they have been working on it for years, how it affects you, and how the positives outweigh the negatives. They just gave me the rundown on basically everything that was going on with the testing and how they was taking it themselves because they knew that it was safe and they was making sure that it was going through the proper tests and it was making sure that it was going to be effective. And then when I did my own due diligence and research, I just seen that it was way more beneficial for me to go ahead and take the vaccine because I'm looking out for not just myself but my family.
Thank you for being such a wonderful listening audience, whether you were listening live or on the replay. And don't forget to like our Facebook page, Making Connections with Aly and Shay, so that you can get notified every time we go live. Do you have a burning message to share with the audience? Contact Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com with your topic idea and your message to be booked on the show. And if you're an inspirational speaker or motivator or simply seeking a platform to share your message, contact Miss Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com to be considered for 30 to 60 minutes of weekly airtime right here on the Making Connections Network. Again, contact Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com to be considered for 30 to 60 minutes of weekly airtime, your own radio show right here on the Making Connections Network.
Hey, hey, everybody. Welcome back to Making Connections. It's your girl, Aly. And as I said, that was Project 704, the video that you saw, the youth talking about, their experience with COVID. And that was just a snippet. The video is longer, but there's also interactive video with it. And so virtually, you can invite this group into your church group, your youth group, your organization, just so we can hear their um, their take on what's going on in life and how COVID has affected them. Um, and so we appreciate Mama Judith for sharing that and putting that together from Project 704. make sure you contact her. If you don't see her information on the page, just inbox us and we can get make the connection. I love to say that, make the connection. And so you guys know, again, we are here every Saturday at 12 noon and every Monday at 2 p.m. And so before we go off, I just want to, again, it's so important for us to live our dreams. I know they're dreams, but dreams can come true. You know what I'm saying? Visions, that God has given you, stuff that wakes you up in the middle of the night, and something you really want to do. Even like Phil was saying, go for it. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes the first time is a pain. You feel embarrassed or whatever, but you don't have to, because the thing about it, just like with his beats, he's like, they weren't my best beats, but guess what? They came from me. They originated from me. I am the creator, you know?
Right.
And so don't let
Exactly.
anybody take, your desires or your goals away from you. And it doesn't matter. And Phil confirmed it. It doesn't matter what age or stage you're in. Sometimes it's just, we have to use wisdom. Now, I like to bring it, give a little clarity and balance. We have to use wisdom. We're not telling anybody to leave your family, quit your job, and go out and, do high wire, tightrope walking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we are saying, if it's something that you can do, like starting a business, writing music, being a producer, being a model, being an actor, actress, going to Hollywood, those things are attainable because there are people who have done it before you. They've laid a way to make it happen. So you can do it too. Do you have to though believe in yourself? What's so important, Phil? How important is it that you believe in yourself?
You believe in yourself because I can't say that no one will believe. No one will believe in you like you believe in you. That's what I can really say about that. Like
Yeah,
you are all. You are all that you have, and this is your only life. So do your best to live it and be happy with what you do. You know?
absolutely. Absolutely. It's got to be, bring you joy. It's got to bring, and another thing, kind of little crusade I'm on is that, you know, um, we have to get to a place where we, I'm trying to say it, we settle a lot of times. I guess that's what
Yeah.
we settle. Okay, well, I'm comfortable here. I have somewhere to stay. Well, I don't ever get a promotion. People get promoted before me, but it's a job, so I'll stay.
Yeah.
Um, they don't really treat me right, they don't act like they love me, but I'll stay. You know what I'm saying? We settle so much. Why do we settle, Phil?
Because we get scared as we get
Mm,
older, and and it comes back to the regrets, you know,
yeah,
and and it's life. I understand why that happens. However, it doesn't have to be that way. When you, if or when you find your passion and like, you really like love that passion that you do, none of that's going to matter. All the settling down, all the regrets, like none of that will matter because you just have that drive just to keep going. And it'll, if you like do it right, it will get you far. It'll get you further than where you are, and it'll get you where you
mhm,
need to be.
yeah. Because just having that peace of mind, and being happy and that joy is amazing. What that produces, you know.
Right.
When you're not stressed out, when you're not broke, you know? And so that's my crusade is people not being broke. You don't have to be broke. You don't have to live in lack. A lot of times we think, well, we have to be humble, so I'm okay. But no, You don't have to live in lack. We have too many opportunities these days. Even
Yeah,
like starting a business and things. Before, yeah, you probably did have to have $50,000 to start a business, but now you can start a business at $99, $200.
right.
You hear me?
Exactly.
And so there are opportunities to help you along the way, to get your family from struggling and your kids from not being able to, be involved in the things that they want to be involved in. And, and you don't have to create anything. You can just follow the path that's already, been made.
Yeah.
So, I'm on that crusade. So if you need some help in that area, budgeting, getting your finances together, preparing for retirement, all that stuff, hit me up. Let's talk because
For sure.
we are trying to live our lives and live them well. So
Oh yeah.
retire well. Make sure our kids have something as they grow, right?
Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. Like with what I do now, it has not been easy. Like this has been a journey. Like Nipsey Hussle said, like it's a marathon, not a race. So
Right,
it's taken a long time just to get here.
right.
But you just have to have that dedication. You have to have the heart for it, and you'll get there.
Yep.
Definitely get there.
Be consistent, right?
Consistency is key for sure.
Well, Felonious, we appreciate you being with us. We welcome you back anytime. Come back and
Thank
share
you.
some more music, updates of what's going on. And again, tell everyone how they can follow you, where they can find your music, and definitely remind them about the channel. We can come in and spy on y'all, see what y'all doing.
Hey, for sure. Felonious Funk. Oh man, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, uh, Twitch. The main Twitch channel is Phoenix Force _ TV. You can also find Symphonic Phoenix Force on all social media outlets, all music sites, all music stores. You find Felonious Funk on all music stores. We're everywhere.
Yes.
For
And what
sure.
was the name of the first album you guys made?
It's called Art of Fusion.
Art of Fusion. Okay. I'm gonna look that up.
Oh yeah.
Well, anything else you'd like to share in our last couple minutes together before we go?
Do your best, but you don't have to be perfect because perfect is a part of insecurity.
Mm.
You don't want to be insecure. Just do your best. That's all we ask. You'll be fine.
See, there you have it. Do your best,
That's
and
it.
that's all you really can do.
Yeah,
A lot of times we take on too much, and we're like, "Oh my gosh, no, let it go. It's okay. You will live to try again another day, right?"
exactly.
But be able to, at the end of the day, lie down in peace.
Exactly.
Don't have those regrets. I'm sure
None.
everybody is listening today. We have enough. We don't need no more regrets. Let's go out and live life. Let's go out and make a difference. Let's go out and encourage somebody. Because guess what? I may not be I may not be able to tell you how to be a millionaire just yet, but I can tell you how to keep your bank account out of the negative. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Exactly.
process. So,
Baby steps.
yeah, exactly. So the step that you're on, somebody you had to move up to that step so somebody could come the step behind you. So make sure you're always sharing, something good, even if it's nothing but a smile. We have enough people tearing us down, so let's share some love and some encouragement, right?
Always. Yes.
Yes. Well, Phil, it is a pleasure. I know we've been back and forth trying to make this happen, and I appreciate
Yes.
your patience and your support. And
Thank
so,
you. Thank you.
like I said, now you're part of the Making Connections family. So, make sure you let us know when things are happening so we can support you and we can share it and tell everybody about it, okay?
All right. Thank you. Thank you for having me. This has been
Yeah.
great.
Awesome, awesome. Well, guys, again, don't forget we're here every Saturday at 12 noon and every Monday at 2 p.m. If you want to find out more about Making Connections, um, give us a call. 980-389-6826. That email address and all that stuff. Hit us up on in Messenger on Facebook. We're here for you. That's what we like to do, make connections. And we truly are on a crusade to help people to live better and to, live well. All right. And so we are here and we love you. But until next time, we're leaving you with love, positivity, and good vibes. Have a good day. Bye, Phil.
Bye. Peace.